Hello guys and welcome. Today we are going to talk about a detective game, Murder Mystery. This game has one of the best storylines ever, and twist after twists makes the player glued to their mobile phones, and such a hooking story it is. So today I am going to describe the story of Murder Mystery game. Spoilers alert if you haven't played the game, still I suggest you to play it first and then come back to this video. So let's start with the storytelling. We play the role of a detective, Alex Morgan. Alex joins a government detective agency in London and solves murder mysteries. After solving good number of cases, he is promoted at the detective chief post. And then the real story begins. A case named Crimson Creek comes in the hands of Alex Morgan. Crimson Creek was unsolved for years, but Alex Morgan solved it quite efficiently, capturing the killer Mark Kane, the engineer of a chemical lab. But this wasn't looking good for Alex Morgan. The next day, a murder victim was found in the bathroom of Detective Alex and a gun with his DNA on it. And his hand was also heavily blooded. He was the suspect of it, but it was odd that his hand was heavily blooded but the apartment and victim had lack of blood. So, this led to a conclusion that someone tried to frame Alex Morgan and Crimson Creek was much bigger than everyone thought. Alex gets his partner Natalie Steele in the mission to find the person who framed him. They got to a conclusion that it was from a gang, Scarlet Seal, as their engineer was Mark Kane, whom Alex arrested in Crimson Creek. More investigation from them identified the man who framed Alex as Ethan Reen. And then an unexperienced assassin, Brian Wolf, was sent again to kill Alex, but Natalie killed Brian. Then they investigated and went to a casino where Serpentine Gang, a rival gang to a Scarlet Seal, gave all the information that our detectives wanted. And this resulted in capturing of Ethan Reen. But they came to know there was another head above Ethan, and he revealed that Scarlet Seal was out to make a deadly poison, Entropy. And then they captured the chemist who was in charge of making Entropy. His name was Dimitri, and he revealed Nikita was the one who ordered him to produce the poison. And they bluffed in a plan and asked Dimitri to call Nikita and say that Entropy was ready and then they will capture him. This plan worked and Nikita was captured. He revealed that the real boss was Snow and they made a plan to capture Snow. Though it was slightly doubtful that first Serpentine Gang and then Nikita revealed everything very easily, but they thought the Serpentine Gang went to take over London and Nikita wants to leave the crime scene. Nikita gave a picture of Snow to Alex and Natalie. The next day, Natalie was missing. Alex found hard and finally found her on Meadows Park. She said she wanted to take a break and was here for 5 hours and promised once this case gets over, she will tell a secret to Alex Morgan. Something was really not right, but the day of the plan came. Snow was called to asylum where the headquarters of Scarlet Seal was situated in the 5th floor. In the roof there was a helicopter which suggested that Snow could have an aerial escape. Infrared scan was set up all over the asylum and heat signatures were there from the 5th floor indicating men. Natalie with 3 officers went inside the asylum whereas Alex and snipers were waiting outside. 12 minutes passed by, but still there was no sign of any movement in infrared scan. Alex sensed something is not right. Nikita came to roof and Alex ordered to capture Nikita. He went inside the asylum and found that Natalie and Snow along with the officers were killed in the 1st floor. He went to the 5th floor where there were heat flames. That means it was a setup. There were no men in the 5th floor and the 1st floor had aluminium foils so that no movement can be captured and there was a tunnel from which the murderer could escape. But Nikita didn't flee. Why? He is the only possible one to kill, so he was captured. But the DNA found in the asylum and in the gun and in the aluminium foils didn't match that of the capturer. So who could he be? He is Nikita's identical twin brother Paul Volkov. Due to no evidence, Paul was left and Paul flew where they had already planned. Alex was outsmarted by the Volkov brothers. All plan was written by Volkov brothers, and Alex and Natalie just walked in that path made by them. Now it all makes sense why Serpentine gang and Nikita gave all information so easily. Nikita was with the detectives, and after killing Natalie and Snow, he switched himself with Paul, and hence there was no clue about and no evidence about Paul, and the court had to let him free, and hence the master plan. Alex Morgan, who was such a great detective, had no idea that there could be a twins, and he was being played by those. He thought that Nikita was the only one mastermind, and he went on with his plan. But the main twist plot was there was a twins, and who outsmarted Detective Alex and Natalie Steele. I know it's such a wow story, and I hope you guys liked it. And still, if you haven't played it, I recommend you guys please play the game. This is one hell of a murder mystery detective game and one hell of a storyline that I told you. If you guys like my explanation, please give it a thumbs up, share to your friends, and still if you have any doubt, comment down in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe my channel so that I can share more videos with you guys. Thank you. Meeting you guys in the next video. Bye bye.